What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I don't know why I continue to do this to myself, but I drilled another dart coat. For those of you who don't know, the dart coat is my least favorite bowling ball, maybe of all time. This is actually my fourth dart coat that I've drilled, and the first three I didn't like at all, and I had an opportunity to pick up a fourth one, and I thought to myself, let me cause myself a little bit more pain with the dart coat. Now, the vast majority of people loved this bowling ball. And it's very similar to the Virtual Energy Blackout. Same color, same cover, I think it is. Just different cores. And for whatever reason, I just never matched up with the dart coat. Out of box, when I first came out with the polish, it was a little bit too clean through the fronts. So when I moved right, it wanted to like really hook a ton down lane. And then when I would chase it in, it never saw it. Then when I changed the surface, it didn't look all that. It was too strong from straight, and then again, never made the corner when I moved inside. So this dart coat, I went with a brand new layout that I've actually never used. So you can see it's pinned below the bridge with the CG kicked way, or the mass bias kicked way to the right. It's 30 by 4.5 by 70, and then I changed the surface from the Reacta Gloss finish to a like 2000 finish. So it has a little bit of surface. And what I'm hoping is that because it is a strong cover in that REX Pearl, I'm hoping that it'll end up being kind of like a ball that I can play a little bit straighter with when I need like maybe a little bit more kick down lane. I don't know. I'm hoping that this will maybe give me some length and maybe be a little bit smoother down lane. I'm honestly, I don't know what. I don't know why I'm doing this. I know that I'm gonna hate it anyway, but hopefully you guys enjoy my pain and suffering with the dart coat. Guys, coolwick.com, promo code Napoles10, that gets you 10% off your entire order. In the description, there's going to be a link where you can order anything bowling related. It's a great way to help support the channel, and I would really appreciate it. And if you guys like what I'm doing here, where I'm throwing balls that I absolutely hate for the content for you guys, please just hit the subscribe button. I think we're up to like 70% of the people watching are not subscribed, which is down from 80%, which is a good thing. I want that number to be lower. You guys, please, it just takes 2 seconds, maybe even less. Just hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. And we'll see you here on lane 1 on a fresh typical house shot. Oh, and also, before I get up, if you guys are at Sam's Town and you see a dart coat rolling around on the floor, just know that it's probably this one. If you guys want a dart coat, you might have to come here to Sam's Town and come find it. All right, got a little warm up in. First game, we're gonna bowl one game with the dart coat. And in warm-up, I'm playing much straighter than I normally do here at Sam's. I don't know if it's the ball or just the lanes today. Of course. And then I'm not going to shoot spares because I don't have my spare ball. But one of the things that I do like from warm-up and even this first shot is that I am able to play relatively straight. And so that's not something that I can normally do here at Sam's Town. So I'm just gonna, get the spare, and we'll go on to frame number 2. All right, so we're gonna go 2 and 1 off that 4-pin, and just try to find a way to get the ball to strike. That was my issue with it before. I could just never get it to go through the pins the right way. And then it absolutely goes through the pins the right way. So we're at 9 spare strike to start. Guys, I mean, this ball's gonna have to look pretty amazing for me to even consider changing my mind. And I'm not gonna let one really good shot fool me. Because you fooled me 3 times already, dart coat. You're not gonna fool me a 4th time. All right, frame number 3. After the shot, I do wanna say a really big caveat here about what I'm seeing. Oh, missed right by a mile. Oh, I almost 5-7-10. I will say that I am throwing the ball much better now than I was when the dart coat first came out and when I drilled the second one and when I drilled the third one. So that is going to be a big factor into all of this. And you never know, like this may end up being like that niche kind of bowling ball. Like what I'm seeing now in a high friction environment, maybe this can be the ball that I can use to play a little bit straighter with. You never know. Let's get onto frame number 4. All right, here's to not throwing it out the window. Throw it out the window. That's a pretty good shot. Yeah, so I got a little bit fast on that one, and it really wanted, as you guys can see, it really wanted to shoot through the fronts. And I think that was one of the big things that I didn't like about it before, was that very sensitive to my speed. I'm just an amateur. I'm not, I'm not a professional, so I'm gonna make errant shots a lot of the times. And this ball, I felt like before, gave me a very small window for error. But we are in a 3-bagger. Let's see if we can turn that into a 4-bagger in frame number 5. All right, frame number 5. Just want to execute a good shot. I mean, like I said, this can be a pretty good niche ball just based on what I'm seeing right now. Threw that pretty good again. Yeah, last night I threw it in league a little bit, and at South Point there's a lot more volume than there is here at Samstown, and when I threw it on some volume, it didn't look good at all. It actually looked pretty terrible. But now that I'm bowling on a little bit less volume, a little bit more friction, it actually looks pretty good. Like, I thought that was a pretty good shot. It did exactly what I wanted it to do. It went through the pins. I'm not saying that I don't hate the dart coat anymore, but maybe it's not as bad of a ball as I've been giving it credit for, over the last year and a half. So let's keep going now. All right, 6th frame. This is going to be the halfway point. I think I got a really good look. No real need to move yet. That was a really good one because I threw it really bad. I missed it right. I think I got it fast. And we're cruising on a 5-bagger right now. We're halfway. The ball's looking pretty good. Frame number 7. Look, I will say that I feel like I have to be super accurate. And I feel like my misses so far have been very minuscule. So here's to repeating some more of that. Oh, missed right. And then, of course, as soon as I say something negative about the dart coat, I miss right and absolutely label it through the pins. Hey, why you laughing, bro? Ball still sucks. 8th frame coming up. The peanut gallery's in the back saying that they think I'm starting to love it. I don't think I'm there yet. Let's just make another good shot here. I mean, what is this? 8 in a row now? 4-pin spare 8-bagger with the dart code? Let's go. Sorry, that's a 7-bagger, not an 8-bagger. But why couldn't this ball roll like this before? Or why couldn't I throw the ball like this before? 8th frame here. Eight in a row? Let's go. All right, first shot on the 10th here. I still have 290 left out there. I never thought in a million years I'd ever be here with a dart code, but here we are. Pretty good shot. Yeah, I like that. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying I like. But I like how clean it is through the front. It's not overly jumpy. And look, it could just be a surface thing. Like I said, this is the first time I hit it with this much surface. I hit it with 2000. It's the first time I'm ever using this layout. Layout and surface absolutely matter. And I think we got a good thing. Let's see if I can get 2 more for 290. All right, second shot on the 10th here. I got a 9-bagger going so far. Let's just make a couple more good shots. Oh, missed in. Oh, that's what I get. I missed in pretty bad. So let's see what the score is going to be here. So what do I got out there, Joe? I just big forward. 266. So I got like 270 out there. Is that what that is? Because I'm not going to make the spare. So 270. I'm just going to shoot the spare for you guys and see. Maybe you never know. Get a big 4 pickup. And then after the spare, we'll do a quick little outro. All right, so I've never made the big 4 on camera. I think I've made it once ever. I've never made it on camera. This would be really cool if I could pick this up. Oh, no way. 0. So that's 270, Joe? 270? No, 272. 272. All right, so I finished with 272, which is pretty unbelievable considering how much I've hated the dart coat for a long time. And it just goes to show you that truly, there's no such thing as a bad bowling ball. It's all situational. In this situation here, where there's not a ton of volume and there is a lot of friction, with this layout, with this surface, the way I'm throwing the ball, the Dark Code looked really good. Now, it's not a ball that I'm gonna start taking to league every week. It's not a ball that I'm gonna start bringing to every single tournament. But I may consider bringing it to a tournament, let's say if I'm bowling here at Samstown, and I know that there's not gonna be a lot of friction or a lot of oil, and I know that there's gonna be a high volume of friction, it can be a bowling ball that I'm going to bring. With that being said, overall, I'm gonna still say that I hate the Dark Code. One game isn't going to change my mind for all the times that I've not liked it, but it's not like the absolute disdain that I had for it before. Now it's a niche ball. It's a niche ball. Guys, thank you so much for joining me in the video. Please hit the subscribe button. I need you guys. I cannot do it without you guys. We'll see you on the next one.